Yo, what's up, everybody? How you doing, America? And again, this is another episode of the Nerd Strip Club. That's right. We told y'all we're going to be back, man. We said we got new episodes, man. We streaming, we in the building. We got a lot to talk about, as usual. And none other than it's your boy, Johnny Quest, joined by my man, Slim Jim Longfoot. That's right. The GOAT. What you got for him?
Yo, I'm just gonna tell y'all like this tonight. It's gonna be super, baby. It's gonna be super. You see, he got the S on his hat. I got the S on my chest. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a super show tonight. So we're gonna make it do what it do. And as always, welcome to the club. Yo, world. It's your man Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT King of America, with JohnnyQuestGaming in the building. Welcome to the Nerd Strip Club. Well, over here, we get nerdy and dirty with it. So, come on in, shake your tail, fellas. We talking comics, hip-hop, gaming, movies, and all things nerdy, baby. You know what I'm saying? JohnnyQuestGaming. What you know no good today, man? Yo, it's Thursday, the 15th of February 2024. It's the day after Valentine's, so shout out to the side pieces celebrating the day. You know what I'm saying? Making it do what it do, or does what it does, or whatever it is you do, because love is every day. So don't just get it twisted. It ain't just February 14th, it's every day. What you gotta talk about, man?
Hey, man, I gotta talk about first of all, the universe, the portal is not closed again. We got the portal still open because the Swift Bowl went down, you know what I mean? And congratulations to the Swift Bowl. You know what I mean? All the people that's involved in Swift Bowl, congratulations to y'all. But it's cool. We're gonna start off 2024 all right. You know what I mean? It's a lot of big Marvel stuff that just got revealed today, and we're gonna talk about that.
Before we get right into it, also, first and foremost, it's all Kyle Shanahan's fault. I keep trying to tell y'all 49ers go ahead and get rid of that dude. He did the Falcons dirty. So he did the Falcons dirty. So that's why y'all gonna get dirty every time. I love the 49ers growing on too, but as long as Kyle Shanahan with them, that's a wrap. And also
the NFL did everybody dirty.
And also, condolences on everybody that was affected yesterday during the Kansas City's Super Bowl parade. Some tragic events happened there. If y'all know about it, y'all already know about it. Happened yesterday on during their parade. So condolences to those affected by it, the victims, and the family of those victims having to deal with this idiocy that happened yesterday during their parade. So what I'm saying, that right there ain't the move, you feel me? But outside of that, I already know what you about to talk about, because guess what? I hadn't seen it yet, and I know it's out today, so I figured I'll wait until the Nerd Strip Club comes on, and I will watch it. I will watch the trailer for...
That's right. X-Men 97 just released a trailer, slated to start premiering March 20th. So let's go ahead and check it out, man. Let's see that trailer. Let's see what we're working with. Let's see if all the X-Men friends are happy. Let's go.
My first time watching, y'all. I'm sure JohnnyQuestGaming already seen it. We ain't got no sound though, but Professor X on his deathbed. We're gonna make up our own thing. Oh yeah, this was the last episode. This was the last episode of 1997 when they had the golden animation. Shout out to Golden. Golden be trying. I ain't gonna flex when Golden be trying though, man. Golden be trying. Oh, snap that. Okay. All right. Almost remind me of Wolverine and the X-Men. Just off, the richness of that. Wow, Professor X is dead again. All right, let's see what y'all got going on. This was the reason why they had to go back to the 90s, y'all, because they know anything from 2000 onward was crap in the X-Men book. So I'm gonna tell y'all the truth on that. But it looks good though. This March, the X-Men return in all new episodes. Why is Gambit riding that man back? Marvel Animation X-Men 97 streaming March 20th. All right, Magneto. They got Magneto with the long hair. You know what I'm saying? He look like, yeah, long hair, don't care, baby. Look at me. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no Ian McKellen face right here. This real Magneto face. All right. my opinion on that, just watching that, you know what I'm saying? It looks good. First and foremost, I'm glad it's not the golden animation that we had in the last season of the X-Men back in '97, because you know what I'm saying. I mean, hey, once again, shout outs to anybody that can do animation, because animation is hard. I know, I've tried animation before, and it's just not my cup of tea because I don't have the patience for animation. But
Nah,
it,
man, animation is a trip, bro.
but animation, the animation in the last season of the X-Men back in '97 was atrocious. It was garbage. You know what I'm saying? It was, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, no shade towards Golden. If y'all seen Golden animation, y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was pretty much Golden animation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they definitely stepped their game up with giving it that, you know, it has a great look to it. You know what I'm saying? And and I understand now why they chose '97, since this was going right. This is taking place like right after the series, as far as this universe of the X-Men. You know, the series that lasted from '92 to '97. They're basically picking up right where the series left off. So I kind of figured that was the case, outside of the fact that, you know, the X-Men moving forward, you know what I'm saying, as far as the comic book go, you know, pretty much has been on suck. But I look forward to seeing what they do with this. And I don't know if any of the voices from the OG cartoon has come back. I don't have that information yet, but maybe Johnny Quest Gaming does. So just
So,
gaming, tell me what you know. What you know no good.
so I'm not sure why you weren't getting sound on it, but yeah. So the original voices are back. For anybody who's watching this, X-Men '97 is not a new, it's not a revamp. It's a continuation directly from the last episode of X-Men, where Charles Xavier was dying from a virus, and instead of him dying, he was taken by Lalandra to the Shi'ar Empire, where he was to be treated for his illness. But he could only be treated in space. He can't return back to Earth. And so
So
now
basically, they are using a plot from back in the day, while when
yeah,
he, yeah. So from the comic books, for those that don't know, in the '80s, you know, where most of these storylines were derived from. Chris Claremont, shout outs to him. He had to go into space and be treated, you know, by the technology the Shi'ar Empire has, you know, which of course he had his boo thing, which was the Empress of the Shi'ar Empire, Lalandra, up in that thing. Shout outs to her. So
yeah. So basically, the episodes are just like a continuation of that. There is no it's not, it's actually like another episode. Basically, it's a new season. Let's say it like that. It's a
basically, yeah.
of the season. And so the original voices are back. You got your original Wolverine.
Cal
But
died. Cal
yeah,
died.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he's back. To my knowledge, Cyclops. I don't know about Storm, but Rogue and Gambit are back. From the trailer, you can tell their voices are just still the same. A lot of people reading the story like, dang, Jean Grey's pregnant. That lets you know that it's not Madeline Pryor, because they released a toy, and it's like, it's definitely Madeline Pryor, dude, because Jean Grey was pregnant, was never pregnant with Cable. That never happened.
No, like
She was
exactly.
always Madeline Pryor. And then the toys on top of that, and I'll show y'all the toys in a second here. But the toys show Madeline Pryor with a baby. So if you need any more proof, then that's, you know, that's pretty much it. But yeah, X-Men '97, I think it's going to be great because of the fact that it's just a continuation. It's not like it's doing anything special. It's just another episode. That's pretty much what it is. And I'll show y'all this. Hold on, if I can pull this up. Slim, you want to share that screen?
Yeah, yep. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again.
So yeah, here goes Madeline Pryor with baby Nate, and then you got Jean Grey, and you got Cyclops, Nightcrawler.
Is that her as the Goblin Queen or the Black Queen?
Goblin Queen.
Okay.
Yeah, Goblin Queen. But you know, the thing at the end, Slim, where Magneto shows up, he basically tells them that, hey, you know, as Charles Xavier's last will and testament, I pretty much own all his shit. Pretty much is what he said. So
yeah,
he's the leader of the X-Men. Now the one thing I hate, man, is they going for the whole House of M suit.
which is what happened during that time though, because you
It
know,
did.
when Professor X went off into space, Magneto became the leader of the X-Men. And this, I'm gonna tell you exactly when just around when this took place, because this is about 86, around 86 in real life, because issue 201 was the first appearance of Cable, which is why my art video series it ends as we know it at episode 201, because 201 is a cornerstone in my head, because that was the first appearance of Nate Summers, who of course eventually grows up to become the character Cable, created by Rob Liefeld. Shout outs to Rob Liefeld, who announced his retirement from the genre of comics recently as well. Rob Liefeld, who created the character Cable, and of course Deadpool. So
back there.
you know what I'm saying? So shout outs to Rob on all his years of, just making some extreme characters, which was the name of his studios back in the 90s, Extreme Studios.
Yes,
he of course was one of the young guns at Marvel Comics in the late 80s, early 90s, before he took off with 6 other artists to form Image Comics that's been around since the early 90s. And Rob Liefeld, he came back, and of course into prominence because his the character he helped co-create, Deadpool, has been steadily gaining momentum over the years since his creation, and which of course has now evolved into 2 movies, now going on 3 movies, with Deadpool and Wolverine coming out this year.
We'll show the trailer to that a little bit later too.
Most definitely. And so with this, I see what C pulled up. I know he pulled up. This is probably one of the worst Magneto costumes ever. You know what I'm saying? This was his costume back during those early days when he first took over the X-Men after Professor X had went off into space. Yeah, the purple with the long
Rick James outfit for Magneto, man. Like, this is the man walking around with stilettos. He was like this is if Prince took over the X-Men type thing. Like, he turned around and was like with the eyes, like, don't stare into his eyes type thing, man. Like, I hated this outfit, bro. I cannot stand this outfit.
No, nobody like that. I hope that they not animating that, are they?
Yeah, that's animated. That's
wait. They gonna show him in that suit on the show?
It's in the toys. I just showed them toys.
I mean, I understand the toys, but no, I don't want to see it on the show.
No, man, they doing Rick James's Magneto, bro. Just get over it, man. It's gonna be Rick James Magneto, man. Okay.
Yeah, that was.
You know what? Even in this picture, this man was trying to hide his ball sacks, because if you look,
right, like he trying to pull it down, like he
right. Charles Xavier was like, "Look, I'm gonna give you everything I got."
But you gotta wear this outfit.
You gotta wear this outfit. Damn you, Charles! He was like, you set me up, bro. You set me up. Everybody was like, man, they was like, I could have been the leader of the X-Men. I could have been the leader of the X-Men. It was like, why you become the leader of the X-Men? Because Charles Xavier, a little freak, he got us wearing this suit.
All right.
What you mean? You don't want to know what's behind the cape.
Nothing.
Right, it's got a back. I can see the whole back being out, like one of them dresses that dip all the way down. Like, nah, man, nah, bro.
Oh man, he got the whole back out all the way up to the crack.
All the way to the crack. That's what I'm saying. You got to wear the cape. When he flying in battle, you gotta keep the cape covered. Yeah. When the cape come off, you be like, nah, man, nah, bro. I'm not fighting Magneto, bro.
My head hurty. My head hurty. Yo, hey, dog. See, you gonna make me do something stupid. You gonna make me draw the backside, bro.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you, bro. That's all I can see when I see that suit, man. That joint is a onesie. First of all, in the history of a man costume, when do you wear gloves up to your elbows, bro?
Yeah,
them things is them sexually.
That don't work. Like I've only drawn one character with those like elbow glove things like that, and going up halfway to your bicep on down, and that's Jelly, and Jelly's a woman, so
it should only be a woman. And I mean, hey, if that's what floats your boat, man, you know what I'm saying? Albeit for me. But I don't see Magneto doing it. You know what I mean?
Right. Not Magneto. Now, if we talk about like somebody from probably like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, then you're gonna get that, because they have some flamboyant outfits on that mug, like for real. Like they had the what was the old boy who had the heart shape with the chest out, with the hairs out. They wear some wild joints.
You talking about the dude from what's his name? From
JoJo.
Oh no, I wasn't thinking about JoJo. I was thinking about your boy from She-Ra.
Well, not well. See, Bo just had a heart on his chest. I mean, that was wild enough. But he just had the drawing of a heart on his chest. He didn't have a shirt where it was cut out in the shape of a heart, showing his with his chest hairs, poking out.
Yeah, man. But there's only one X-Men 97 scene that we want to go back to. It's a very special scene.
Yes, sir.
I think it's probably one of the best scenes in X-Men history.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what we was hoping that would show up.
The scene when Apocalypse was standing there menacingly.
Right. It was
you could see the stars.
Scene.
You can see the stars in the gradient of the sky. You see where it goes from purple, saying, to that dark blue at the top in the clouds. And saying, I mean, that's an amazing scene right there.
That's all you really cared about.
Oh, and Rogue's booty. And Rogue's booty.
the scene of that. But let's see if we're gonna do that in X-Men 97. Now, in the words of your boy Orlando Brown, if they try to change up Rogue, you will burn in hell.
Right.
For real. Like, you cannot do it. You can't do
Apocalypse was standing there basically saying, if I die, I die, because you know how Rogue's power goes. So he was like, if I die, I die.
Risk it all. This is X-Men 97.
Hey, Miss Just Chrissy in the building. Shout out to Miss Just Chrissy. She said she just showed her sons the new trailer. Yeah, I just saw it too myself. Chrissy in the building. I guess from episode 19, not 19, 18 in the building. Hey, that part. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what we talking right now. We talking X-Men 97. And you know what I'm saying? I just got through watching the trailer, and you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna give it a shot, because now that I know that it's a continuation from the 92 to 97 series. So you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to see how they go with it, because I consider it basically, it's all multiverse. You know what I'm saying? Every iteration of anything when it comes to comics or any properties, it's all multiverse. You know what I'm saying? It's you got the comic version, you got the cartoon version, you got Evolution, you got Wolverine and the X-Men, you got all the several different versions that are out there, you know what I'm saying, making it do what they do. And have you showed Miss Just Chrissy, have you showed them the original series? Because if not, they definitely got to catch up on the original series, so they could definitely be immersed in it. They just can't watch X-Men 97. You got they got 5 seasons to check out.
Again, it's not a rehash. It's just
this is basically like a new season. It's a new season. Yep, it's a new season of the 90 series. So that's what they gathering at. And JohnnyQuestGaming, he got pulled up right here. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of, you know what I'm saying?
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Jim Lee. Jim Lee was the man when it came to the X-Men. I mean, they're basically still wearing his style, you know what I'm saying? I mean, other than Wolverine. Well, actually, it was through Jim Lee and Chris Claremont that they brought back Wolverine wearing the blue and yellow outfit, because throughout the 80s he wore the burgundy outfit. From 1980 to 91, Wolverine wore his burgundy outfit. I mean, that was basically him throughout the whole 80s, the burgundy and orange outfit he wore. And so starting off in 91, that's when he started wearing the blue and gold, his original colors again. They started out with 50 years ago, back in 1974. Now Wolverine is 50 years old, y'all. How about that?
And you know what, though, if you look at this, and I could be wrong, all the comic book fans out there, correct me if I'm wrong, but X-Men during this time period was the first series really to show the camaraderie outside of being
superheroes. Superheroes.
And it showed them in their everyday routine, like, going to
vacationing, basketball, right, baseball, just playing
all sports. That stuff, like a team. And I think that was something that Jim Lee and Chris Claremont wrote it, you know what I mean? But that's something that they did well, and that's really why people gravitated to just the X-Men. The X-Men weren't just, we got a mission. We spent 2 hours trying to figure out the mission, and then 5 seconds of fighting.
Right, because it was Chris Claremont that definitely did it. Like Chris Claremont, he was the one who set the stage from the moment the new X-Men came on the scene back in 1975 onward throughout into the early 90s, you know what I'm saying, which continued into the 90s with other writers such as Scott Lobdell. But Chris Claremont, he was the guy who really set the stage on everything. He was the guy who wrote the stories for the Phoenix Saga, the Dark Phoenix Saga. He the Monologue massacre, everything that took place of X-Men from the 70s up. He wrote the X-Men for 16 years, from 75 to 91. So everything that took place in that time, that was Chris Claremont. Chris Claremont was the man who wrote all those amazing stories that led into, you know, the X-Men as we continually know them. You know what I'm saying? As we continually know them, because, you know, what do you know of the X-Men from the 2000s? Like, you know, like
nothing.
Nothing except trash. Nothing except trash. You know, we're gonna leave it at that. Nothing.
The reason why, we know why. We ain't gonna say it, but we know why. But
but
I mean,
but
those stories made sense though. They made sense, son. Like they were stories that actually had heart and had other things going on rather than trying to force a narrative. So, you know,
right. And that's what it was about. It's about, you know, creating stories that people care about, not just creating stories that, you know what I'm saying, just trying to, okay, we got to check these boxes. You feel me? Like, you know, even, you know, like growing up when I started seeing the X-Men, you know, like, you know, even though, of course, you know, obviously, like I don't have to announce it, you know, me and Johnny Quest Gaming, we're black. So with that being said, I mean, you know, when I was a kid, I used to be like, you know what, like I could have sworn in a crayon box, you know, this was supposed to be brown. So I was trying to figure out, how am I black? I mean, my hair is black.
So many things.
So
credit, being pulled over all the time, all the things, man, that shouldn't happen to me. That explains something. Why didn't you tell me?
Hey,
how about you let me continue on with this lie?
Hey, last I checked, man, I called myself mahogany, so I don't know where the black came from, but you know, they tell me I'm black, so I was like, okay. And you know, I ain't never even been to Africa, so I don't even know. You know what, Miss Just Chrissy, you are a rich redwood. Oh yeah, and breaking news, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, we already had our thumbnail. Ready for what we're gonna talk about. You know, that's the main event. We're gonna get into that in a minute. But breaking news today, we got our cast for the first family of Marvel who has been sitting on the back burner for a minute. And we got our first reveal of the Fantastic Four, the first family of Marvel, created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. First issue came out, cover date November 1961. And here we are. We know it's about to be on and popping because we got this dude right here playing Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, who has not failed in the past few years. 5 years to be exact. Because wait, has it been 5 years? Yeah, because man, that came out in 2019 because it was before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal, y'all. So Pedro Pascal.
Remember how we just talked about being black? This dude's Jamaican.
Right.
He got more jobs than anybody I know.
Man, what you saying? And that you better
might
know.
Be Superman next. Pedro Pascal is Superman. Like Pedro got more jobs than a little bit. And you know, I don't know, man. Dude is everybody, man. He is every freaking body you can think of, man. Like Mandalorian, Joe from
The Last of Us. Which those two series right there have definitely skyrocketed his star status because you know he was on Game of Thrones. I mean, he was on Game of Thrones, y'all. For those that didn't know, he was on Game of Thrones, but he of course had an untimely ending, you know what I'm saying, with a head popping. But since then he kept his head in check because he first put on a mask to make sure nobody didn't get to his head, put on a whole helmet, so you knew you weren't gonna get to him then. And then, hey, he was checking for everybody. You know what I'm saying, as Joe, because he wasn't playing no games as Joe on The Last of Us. And so I'm gonna let my dad know this too. He gonna trip off that too, because he's a fan. He's a fan of The Mandalorian and The Last of Us as well. And then of course, you know, Fantastic Four. When you think about it, y'all, Fantastic Four, these were the new comics that came out when my dad was a kid. You know, these were new characters when my parents were children. You know, the Marvel characters, the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, the Hulk, the X-Men, they were new when my parents were kids. You know, our parents were kids. And so it's like, yeah, it's going down. And yeah,
here goes the cast, y'all. Here goes the cast.
Here goes the whole cast, baby.
So the one thing I can say though is it's crazy about Marvel. For y'all don't know, let me explain the reason why some of these characters weren't around. So back in the day, Marvel, of course, you know they came out with movies. They came out with the Punisher. They came out with Captain America. They even had a Spider-Man and all that. Whenever X-Men hit the scene, X-Men 97, Marvel was signing deals, and they had a guy in the forefront called a Via Rat. And the Via Rat was signing deals to get them into different motion pictures and get them into the cinematography universe. So they had to sell off some of their best properties to try to strike deals and get money. And so their top characters, as Slim told y'all, you got Spider-Man, you got Fantastic Four, you got X-Men, really their strongest properties. Then everything else fall behind. You got Incredible Hulk, Captain America, the Avengers, Iron Man, Thor. Those characters kind of roll behind it. So those characters, people, I'm sure they wanted them, but they weren't the characters they wanted to grab, because the top sellers at the time, of course, was
the top dogs was Fantastic
Four.
Fantastic Four. Those are the top dogs. They the top dogs of Marvel. That's them. They are them.
Unfortunately, you know, selling them off to people that didn't understand the properties and the concepts didn't go so well until we got, you know, Raimi on Spider-Man, which he did a phenomenal job for Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man. You know, and that kind of turned the reins. But before that, man, a lot of those movies was trash. I mean, honestly,
well, the first good Marvel movie, as I always say, the first good Marvel movie was Blade.
Of course.
As far as the characters go, the first good Marvel movie was Blade. Then 2 years later came out the X-Men. Yeah, the X-Men for its time, it was cool because we finally got the X-Men in live action. But at the same time, it didn't really feel like the X-Men, because of course, you know, I understand they all not gonna wear brightly colored costumes or whatnot like that, but everybody wearing black, you know, it was all militant looking. And you know, and the focus was a lot more so on Wolverine, which, you know, yeah, Wolverine is the most popular character out of the X-Men, but at the same time, it just felt like this was the Wolverine story, and they were, you know, bad characters, you know, especially Cyclops. Cyclops was by the wayside throughout that whole trilogy. Like he was just trash throughout the whole trilogy. You know what I'm saying? And he felt like, you know, he was fighting for his, to prove his love every time Wolverine popped up. Man. And then Storm, Halle Berry. Now, Halle Berry is a beautiful woman, great actress, but when it came to Storm and whoever wrote that line for her, the worst line in the history of superhero movies.
I think it's just Halle Berry. Well, if I could do a montage of Halle Berry's,
I'm gonna do a montage because you know the line that we be on.
Eyes nigga makes me feel good. Same thing happened to everything else. I don't know about you, but yeah, Halle Berry's one line suck. But okay, let's go. Speaking of Blade, let's check out Blade, man. Quick second of Blade. This is the first and the one that ushered in Marvel. If this didn't do well, you wouldn't have seen no other movies.
Shout out to Wesley Snipes.
Was freaking fantastic. Okay, if y'all haven't seen Blade, go watch Blade. It's rated R. My favorite line in the movie is, some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill.
That is the greatest comic book line. That is the greatest comic book line. Storm's line in the first X-Men is the worst comic book superhero line ever. That line right there is the greatest. Tell me if I'm wrong. I ain't. Because
Frost, my man, Deacon Frost, man.
Blade is one of them movies. I mean, it is timeless. You can continually watch that movie forever and ever and ever. Like, that is a solid movie. That is what you call a solid movie when it comes to establishing a world, establishing, you know what I'm saying, a character, and you know what I'm saying, putting oh yeah, and Bushi Wright. Thank you for saying her name. Yeah, and Bushi Wright. Yeah, she was writing that movie. She was writing that movie. Even Sanaa Lathan, back then we didn't even know who Sanaa Lathan was. We didn't even know who she was back then, but yeah, hey.
Still pound for pound, Blade might have one of the best fights between him and Merrick.
Oh yeah.
Whoo.
Most definitely. Like, hey, what's his nice? He put it all into that movie, which is why I am so critical of the movie, the Blade that they're trying to come out with, because it's I'm just not feeling that vibe from it, because not saying old boy had to know how to fight in real life, but hey, Wesley know how to fight in real life. So what I'm
Man,
saying?
dude is black. He is Batman, okay? We're not gonna say understatement and say he just can fight. Okay. Let me tell you, that man is trained in probably like 20 different arts, okay? 20 different martial arts. That man is trained in how to fight you with a dish, okay? He trained in dish food.
By all intents and purposes, he definitely should have been Black Panther. But of course, things didn't happen the way it was supposed to happen back then. So instead of him taking on the role of Black Panther, they decided to, go, use this character that was pretty much obscure in Marvel Comics, and that's Blade. And so that's how that came about. You know what I'm saying? So, she better had a collection. Your mama better had a collection. She better had a collection. You feel me? Like that's on law right there. If you ain't got all three blades, you slipping. And and speaking of Blade, people also forget, saying one of the low key characters in that movie. First and foremost, Jessica Biel looked so amazing in the third Blade, and then that character, and that also introduced us to another character from Marvel Comics who, was a part of Blade's crew by the name of Hannibal, which was played by a guy named Ryan Reynolds.
You mean
what I'm saying? No,
yeah.
I keep trying to tell everybody. See,
people that he's a real person.
He's not a real person. For those that don't know, we about to reveal it all. So hey, whatever Hollywood, I know y'all try to cover it. We know y'all got portals. Wade Wilson is a real person who came into this universe and disguised himself as an actor named Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds, which is the most made-up name in the history of the world. I mean, it derives from the two popular 70s actors, Ryan O'Neal, rest in peace, who just recently passed, and the late Burt Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds, come on, man. You may as well have just called yourself John Smith. That would have been more. That would have been more believable if you had named yourself John Smith. Speaking of Deadpool. Once again, y'all, Deadpool and Wolverine coming out. Yeah,
First of all, before I show that y'all, I want y'all to see the way I say Wesley Snipes is no joke. Okay,
no whatsoever.
Dan and Shotokan. Okay, do y'all know what Shotokan is? I'm gonna tell you now if you don't know what Shotokan is. Okay, Ryu and Ken use a martial art called the Dark Hadoken or the Assassin's Fist, which is a form of Shotokan karate. Okay. He's a second-degree belt in Hapkido. Y'all remember Zach, the Power Ranger? Okay, he made hip-hop Kido. This man is a second-degree Dan in Hapkido. So y'all know what Dans are? Okay, I can tell you for Dan because I'm a third-degree Dan. So when you become a black belt, okay, you take another test and another test and another test before you become a Dan. This man is a fifth-degree Dan, okay? Y'all thought Jean-Claude Van Damme was the dude back in the day? That man's only a red belt. So this man is a black belt probably 10 times over, which means he can beat you up, your mama up, your cousin up, your grandmama up, your step cousin, your whole family up. The dude is Batman for real. Like, seriously, his martial arts skill is on point. Like, he's that dude. But I digress. I just had to show you that.
And with that being said, you would think that, I mean, like, Wesley Snipes been in some great movies, but with that type of background, right? But then again, I don't know because. Or no, I do know because Wesley Snipes is trained enough to not to fight you in a movie, but not kill you because he know what he's doing. So he should have been out there in some big movies like Scott Adkins. You know what I'm saying? He should have been out there like Scott Adkins for real. You know what I'm saying? Like with all that he know, but hey, it be what it be. And Wesley Snipes is still in great enough shape. If you saw Coming to America 2, which came out just a couple of years ago, he's still in a great enough shape to reprise the role of Blade, which is why I don't understand why they just don't do that.
And that's what I don't understand. But you know what I really think is a lost opportunity, though?
What's that?
That man should have played Shaka Zulu.
Oh well, yeah, that too. But back then again,
I think he should be Shaka Zulu.
He would have been freaking amazing at Shaka Zulu, but I don't know. I mean, Henry Sale bodied that role so much you couldn't possibly see anybody else as Shaka Zulu.
I mean, I can't, but I'm just saying, like, if you gonna if they did a remake of that would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. Like, he would have been the dude to do that. Like, for real. Like, I mean, he didn't need no shoes, General. Like, for real. Like,
right. Real talk. I don't need no shoes, General.
But only one thing though is we got to bring back the old You have to bring back that old scary lady with them long titties. Her titties was long. She was scary. She was scary. Oh my God. That was the part of the movie I can't get out of my head, man.
That's forever right there. You see that, man? Hey,
and it was supposed to be a serious scene, and all I could see was her nipples touching her kneecaps. I was like, what the hell is that? That's a mental scar. You know, I'm gonna tell kids now, don't be watching stuff that you ain't supposed to be watching. When they say for adults only, don't watch it, because I'm still mentally scarred from that. Okay, all I can see when she talked, they whispered in the wind. They was, Shaka, this will be your chance to take over. And I'm just like, ew. Nipple ew. Like in my head, I seen the nipple just do like this. It's like E.T. Like how E.T. was connected with the finger.
I gotta find a sketch down, because there you go. I drew a sketch of her one time.
Man, please, no, that's traumatizing. No, that's my safe word. No, don't do it.
That right there. Woo.
No, I need a safe word for that one. That is mental. You know, like mental scar, like how kids be like scared of Chucky and Michael Myers and stuff like that. No, she was the scariest thing to me. Like, she was scary. Besides the lady from Superman 3, she was scary too. One with Richard Pryor's villain. I'll talk about that one another day. But here go the trailer.
Well, we got on that because that was in the last episode.
I'm just saying. I have to go back to that one because that's a mental scarring thing too. But man. But here goes
check this out, y'all. Check this thing out. Check this thing out, y'all. Check this thing out. You know what I'm saying? We got Colossus up in there. We got Deadpool with the wig on his head.
You got him actually looking like how he really looked. Whenever he take off the makeup, is Ryan Reynolds. This is what it looked like with the wig on.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, y'all. So I'm since it's quiet, we try to do this because we ain't trying to get no copyrights, YouTube. So we talking over this thing. We right. We like, yeah, dog. Hey, I got my man. Why you took the man wig off?
If y'all haven't seen Loki, y'all need to see Loki.
Right. But to understand who these folk are.
Police of time and dimensional space.
The TVA, y'all, the Time Variance Authority.
That's right. And who messes up more time variances than Deadpool? This is actually based off kind of like the graphic novel. If y'all haven't read it, what is it? This is a graphic novel or just a series? Can't remember. I got the graphic novel, but if y'all know Deadpool, this is classic Deadpool. Like for me, like I was telling people when we watched She-Hulk, like that was classic She-Hulk. That's what she does. And this is what Deadpool does. Like he all over. He breaks the third wall all the time. He ain't no
the fourth wall. He is a fourth wall breaker.
Yeah,
he's a fourth wall breaker.
Like he is just that guy that does that. So
with that being said,
Marvel Jesus. Can you believe that?
Yo, as a matter of fact, no wait. Yeah. I just remember. Yeah, that was in the I haven't looked at Deadpool 2 in a minute. I just remember, he did daggone shoot Ryan Reynolds before Green Lantern with the Green Lantern script. He it was hilarious, bro. And then they got Pyro. They got Pyro back, the dude who played Pyro in X-Men 2 back in this. Man. So that's pretty awesome. He's actually aged to look like Pyro now. He looks like how Pyro looked, because Pyro was a grown man. You know what I'm saying? When he first came in the comic books, he was a grown man. He wasn't just like little teenager or nothing like that. He looks like how Pyro is supposed to look now. So that's what's up on that. Yeah, man. I mean, it's been a long time coming to see Deadpool get into the Marvel universe. And then at the end of the Marvels, if y'all seen that, y'all see that the cinematic universe is crossed over with the X-Men. So, they had your boy Kelsey Grammer come back as Beast. That was dope, man. Like they're trying to go on that, but it's a lot of retconning. They got a retcon. I mean, pretty much. It's gonna be retcon city. Yeah, they got to, because I mean, pretty much it's off the wheels, man. Like y'all didn't take the properties, you didn't work with the stories. I get it. Again, like I tell anybody, what happened with Marvel was plain and simple. You got a friend that you take over to, you got a bunch of toys in that box, and you want to trade with him, right? And all he sees is on the top, ooh, Iron Man toy, ooh, Captain America toy,
ooh, Thor toy. But up under that toy is a bunch of shit you ain't never seen before. Elastic Man, Ant-Man toys you ain't even gonna play with. But now you got the box. You done bought the box of toys, right? So now you got to try to make what you got. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like now you gotta make Thor fight Plastic Man because you ain't got no real Thor villains. He didn't give you no Thor villains. He didn't give you the Thor villains. Then you gotta try to make Iron Man fight a dude and then say he the villain, but he ain't really the Thor villain. You gotta be like, well, this dude, he came from the He-Man universe, but now he is Ultron. He looked like Ultron. I'm gonna paint him silver, make him Ultron. That's the trade. That's what happened. I mean, that's what happened. Y'all, they got a trade. They had to do what they had to do with those characters, thinking that they was great. And it's like, really, that boy sitting at home like, I got X-Men, I got Spider-Man, I got Fantastic Four, I got all the real good toys.
Right.
So this is what y'all got to play with. And I mean, they did what they did, but on top of that, you know, at the end of the day, man, you got to respect the storylines for what you got. You can't just jump in there. That's like if you go to a black lady's house and she make her food the way she make it, and she tell you, wait right here, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You just watch my food. And she come back and you don't put different spices in there and don't change it. First of all, she gonna beat the hell out of you because she's somebody's grandmama. She gonna beat the hell out of you.
Right.
Second of all, you didn't respect her process. So now you got whatever you get. Whatever you get is what you got. And that's what the writers did.
Mashed potatoes and corn. That's all you get.
Mashed potatoes and corn. No green beans. You better put some salt on that damn shit.
Right.
But you know, that's just what it is, man. Like they and they got to do the retcon. You got to do the two-step. You got to step back, and now they got to try to get Spider-Man back. They got to get Fantastic Four back in the universe. But you know, they got to do something. First of all, go ahead.
Speaking of Fantastic Four, as we showed earlier, the young man who played Eddie Munson in Stranger Things 4 is season 4 of Stranger Things. He is Johnny Storm. He is the Human Torch, y'all. He is the Human Torch.
Man, if I could just play, I can't play the episode, but if I could just play my boy Eddie, man, that's my boy, man.
He got the glow. He got the glow from that. So yeah, he playing Johnny Storm. Yeah, he good. He good now. He ain't got to worry about coming back to Stranger Things. Y'all ain't got to see him as no ghost or nothing. You got I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Speaking of Stranger Things, oh here we go. I'm about to. Speaking of Stranger Things, man, Stranger Things gonna be another one of them shows where the kids is gonna be stranger old as hell. Like for real, they gonna be stranger geriatrics by the time they come back. Like,
you already know that. You know that's that war. That's that war in the Hollywood, man. That's that war in the Hollywood.
And no offense, half them kids got Frankie Muniz disease, so they need to go ahead and get them out while they was young and somewhat okay. Because them kids looking like some trolls, like for real. And then the little boy, I know he smoked. I know he smoked like hella weed. Because little black boy, man, his lips chapped as hell. Them lips is burnt. Them boy, like every time I see his lips, the Stranger Things music start playing. Bro, his lips is chapped, like for real. I think the portal that they be trying to close, it started his lips. Because them lips is chapped as hell, bro. Like they like chapped, like they got the hell mouth coming out for real. But seriously, Stranger Things, man, y'all need to go ahead and come out with another episode, man. For real, them kids is not getting no younger, man. I don't know. Stranger Things, they gonna be some old things. Like they gonna be some,
right. I mean, and it's messed up too, because you would have thought they would have had. I mean, I understand, of course, we had to deal with the strike and all that last year, but you would have thought they would have had season 5 a little bit more tighten up on that, and as far as like getting it done and a lot quicker because of the way season 4 ended. You don't have room for no time gap because that has to happen ASAP. Because of the way season 4 ended, right. That's an immediate threat. It's not like, they can, do like they did between 3 and 4 and say, a couple of years later or whatnot like that. Nah, this is an immediate threat. Once it comes back, like this ain't no, we can say 2-3 years later. No, it got to continue exactly where it left off. And it's gonna be it's gonna be very visible that you know, when you see them kids again, they ain't gonna be like, wait, did they age like 5 years in a day? Like, you know,
the only person that ain't really gonna age like that is Bobby Millie Brown.
To an extent, I mean, because she's aged. Well, I haven't seen her lately, but you know, I mean, all of them have been aging. You know, I mean, especially if you go back to the first season, you know, which came out in 2016. So you know, like you know, a lot can happen in just that year or two. Because like my nephew, for instance, at the beginning of last year, he was shorter than me, and now he's taller than me. So you know, so it's like, hey, you know, stuff pop off, and my second nephew Drew, you know, he still sounded like a kid last year, and now he sounds almost like his big brother. So it's like, man, like
that's because these kids is eating
steroids
fruit or something. Like they. But the only thing I will say before we get off the Stranger Things, man, is your boy Mike, he got to start the new episode because his neck is gonna outgrow the rest of his body for real.
Oh
that
yeah, he's about to become Mechanic, y'all. He's about to become Mechanic from Masters of the Universe, bro. like you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like you know, like they every time folk walk up to him, they're gonna be like, hey, what that neck do? Like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? And you know you got to fight because he in Hollywood. Because hey, they coming for you.
Man,
they coming for you. Like,
man,
hey,
look, that boy, it's
like.
And the sad part is he got to watch himself because if somebody ever, you know, say give him some neck, you already know who.
That's what I was just saying, man. That's what I'm just saying. Like, hey, you ain't got nothing but neck to spare, so you gonna have to get somebody some neck. Like, you gonna have to protect your neck. You feel me? You like real talk.
Hey, bro,
like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, like that's wild. Like that's wild. Like, you know, and see, that reminds me. Like I was just talking about this on my daily vlog the other day about giraffe legs. So you gotta wonder what giraffe neck tastes like too. Like,
oh man, come on, bro.
Hey, people eat neck bones from the pig, so you get plenty of neck bones from one giraffe.
You would. I don't know what it's gonna taste like. I don't even want to think about it. I'm just like, nah, man, nah.
But yo, I see what you done pulled up here, so I'm gonna introduce this thing off. Okay, so the way this all happened, of course, you know what I'm saying, I first got the first manhwa I ever read, which is Korean for comic books, y'all. These are Korean.
We gotta show that one. We gotta show it, but go ahead.
The first manhwa I ever read, JohnnyQuestGaming introduced me to. It's called The Beginning After the End, which is an amazing manhwa. And so while I was reading this manhwa, I kept hearing, you know, comparisons to another manhwa, which is a very popular manhwa called Solo Leveling. And at this time, I didn't know anything else about Solo Leveling because I didn't get into it after I had read The Beginning After the End. And so with that being said,
and you got to tell them what a manhwa is because they might think it's manwich like a burger.
I just told you ain't hear me explain. I said it's Korean for comic books, man.
I know, but I'm just saying they got to understand that it's 100% like a manga novel, and you can read most of them online.
It's Korean for comic books. You know, like manga is Japanese for comics. Manhwa is Korean for comics. And so, of course, you know, the creators, of course, are obviously Korean. And so what we're pulling up right here, The Beginning After the End. Now here's the thing about the manhwas. Most of the manhwas that are out, they have light novels, which is basically like, you know, small novellas or novellas, where you know it's just words. You know, they have the cover, of course, and words. You know, they're books basically. You know, they're novels. And so the manhwas are usually loosely based off of the light novels. So, you know, they're basically, you know, translating the light novels into comics, aka manhwas. And so The Beginning After the End is a light novel series, which also was translated into the manhwa, which the manhwa will be continuing sometime in April. Last I heard about it, because it's still ongoing. Because I'm
hoping, man, because The Beginning After the End, y'all, man, is something so spectacular. Like,
it's definitely spectacular.
Yeah, it's like
and the
Harry Potter, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, all that mold into one. Like, I don't think Pallyworld, a lot of people don't Pally, like, oh my god, I love Pallyworld. But man, if you see The Beginning After the End, it's great. And Solo Leveling is phenomenal so far from what I've read so far. And I'm trying to watch the show.
It's a comic.
It's a comic. Yep, it's a comic so far.
Yes, but this is going to be definitely the next manhwa that gets translated into anime, because it's like one of the most popular ones out there. But this story is still ongoing, and whereas with this, Solo Leveling is now complete, and so Solo Leveling just came out, is currently on episode 6 that just came out this weekend as an anime. And when I tell y'all this joint is dope, it is dope, because after between episodes 2 and 3, I was like, I can't wait no more. I got to read the manhwa. I read the whole manhwa. The manhwa is freaking amazing. The art on it was spectacular. Dubu, rest in peace to Dubu, who was the artist of the series, who passed back in 2022. An amazing artist. Had an amazing team behind him. And so, Johnny Quest Gaming, have you caught up to Solo Leveling? Have you caught up to, this is the trailer right here for the series Solo Leveling? Have you caught up to it yet?
Up to it, man. I mean, I've seen so far 3 episodes and they've been fantastic, like phenomenal. It's just I want to be. It's just like how I felt like with reading the beginning after end. I want to be caught up so I can know everything, because like I want to see where this character is gonna go. Because for people who don't know about the story, they're kind of like set up in a video game type atmosphere, and they kind of like level up. And I think the dungeon part was pretty dope in there. Like the dungeons and the fighting, like with the dungeons, I think that was dope, because it's the same thing. It's kind of like the beginning after the end, where you got the element of you thinking that you're like playing an RPG.
Let me correct you on that. Let me correct you on that. Nobody levels up on this. What it is portals open up. Portals open up, and alternate dimension. Portals open up from alternate dimensions, and so some people on Earth have awakened with magic powers, with mana. You know, like mana in the video games, and so they awaken at different levels. Like some might be A rank, some might be S rank, some might be D rank, some might be E rank. Nobody can level up. Once you awaken with that magic ability, that is your magic ability. No matter how much you exercise, how much you know how to fight, whatever your magic ability is, that's what it is. And so we come into knowing this young man named Sung Jin Woo, who awakened his magic awakened as an E rank, which is the lowest rank. Not only is he an E rank, but he is the lowest of the E ranks, you know what I'm saying, according to his mana reader. But he still tries, because you know it's better being a hunter, which is what they call their profession, to go into these portals and go do these raids and whatnot. He you know, is better than getting any regular job, like going to working at Pizza Hut or something like that, because he's getting the type of money that he needs to support his family. He can best get when he's doing these runs, these dungeon runs. But with him being such a low rank, he's always getting injured, because what I'm saying, like it's like a 2-year-old trying to fight a 10-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like is what can the 2-year-old really do unless he what I'm saying, really uses his brain? And either way it go, what I'm saying, 10-year-old smack you, that's a wrap for you. And so that's as far as I'm gonna go into it. But when you see what happens, what I'm saying, you've got the episode 3, so now the aspect of what he's going through now, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to what it was at first.
And but see, that's what I mean, like as far as like leveling up as a character, what I mean? Like you see the character's growth, because again, like in the beginning of the end, you saw the character at this particular level of his character, his abilities, and then by the end of the series, you see my man is like this all this superpowers, he can do all these things. Same thing with Solo Leveling. Like in the very beginning of the book, they talk about how powerful he is and how he can do all this stuff and showing him, but in the beginning, he can't do jack. Like he's a complete
and the reason why in the beginning after the end, our character thereafter is the title character in that book. The reason why he was able to excel, not necessarily level up, because they don't have levels in the beginning after the end, but the reason why he was able to excel in his world is because he already had the mind of a grown man.
True. He was reincarnated
in his body. Like from the moment he came out the cooch, he was already aware of his past life of being a whole grown man, a warrior, and the abilities he had in his former life. So he was able to excel better than anybody else in this world. His curiosity, his need to know what this world was he was in was beyond anybody else, because he was already a grown man in the body of a child, a baby that grew up, and was like, okay, as soon as he learns how to do the things, like all the things we do, walking, crawling, pooping, and being able to fend for himself, and like it's like, man, I got to get stronger, I gotta get this body up. So of course he was doing all the things that any of us would do to get in shape early on. Like if he was probably like 2-3 years old doing push-ups, you know what I'm saying?
He was
so by
reading
the time
at that point. That man was reading it when he was a baby. Like,
yeah, I mean,
he was reincarnated. He was
he
reincarnated.
could read. I mean, he could do all the things. Like it's just like you pop up right now as a baby with everything right now. You like,
that'd be bad.
Okay, like
man, already happened.
Like like I gotta get this together. So at that point, okay, you got the discipline to get yourself trained up, and your fighting techniques, all that stuff, all the things that you already knew, and you have got a whole new body to work with. So you get yourself trained on up. Who we got here? We got Pledge said, what is it with the twisted facial hair? This is the winter time. Look, these the beard locks, man. These the beard locks. We rocking the beard locks during the winter time. You got to get with it. Got to get with it.
Hey man, you got to look at the Dub C. Like that's the style, man. He's rocking official West Coast style, bro. That's something been around for a minute. You know what I mean?
West Coast, East Coast, whichever way you want to call it, baby.
He rocking a style, man. That's official. That's official right there, man.
Oh, excuse me.
Straight up official. But you know what I'm saying? With both characters, I think what's really dope about it is the incorporation of, like, I play a lot of RPGs back in the day, especially, and the play on like the dungeons and the different classes, the mages, the pyros, and all that on both series. Like both series does that really well, and I think that was what's really dope. And I think, like, when I say the leveling part, like the fact that the characters changing and developing, I always love stories where you see the characters develop into something, because Batman and all the normal standard stories, we see that, but it's not. Animes have a really good way of showing the character's journey, as opposed to you get the character and then you got to go back and do all these research and find out their backstories, or wait for an issue to tell their backstory, which is cool. You know what I mean? I don't mind that, but I really like how animes tell the story. Like we playing a game called Helldivers, and I'll show y'all some footage of that later. But Helldivers is based on a movie like Starship Troopers, and I love Starship Troopers because Starship Troopers started from the beginning, man, and went through their whole lives, and they grew up together and they told their story. And I just think that's awesome. Like, I love storytelling like that, like where you get to just see the characters develop over time and do their thing and become a minuscule character into a very powerful character. Like, I think that is dope. I always love stories like that, especially well done stories, because this story so far is pretty well done.
Most definitely. And like you can, like, with this, of course, with solo leveling, I'm looking forward to everything that is being done. Like it's a trip, because the fact that I already knew what was going to happen on this most recent episode, in episode 6, but the fact that you seeing it animated, and then of course the music. For those that don't know, the person who is doing the music, the composer of solo leveling's music, he was shout outs to him being born in the same year as us. He an 80 baby, and not only that, his most recent crown jewel, he was the composer, the musician behind the music of one of the greatest animated series ever, Attack on Titan. And so
for real,
he is doing the music of solo leveling. Yes, that's him. He is him. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to the music, you getting quality music. So they ain't even playing around here with solo leveling, man.
So let me ask you a question. Have you finished the entire memoir
of solo leveling? Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So I am looking forward to everything that they bring into the table, because it's gonna be on and popping. Now I've seen a few of the episodes in English, because I've been watching them when they come out. I've been watching, of course, the subs when they come out. But the guy who does Jinwoo's voice in the English version. He's also the same dude who does forgive me, I can't remember his name right now. Zenjitsu, I believe his name. The blonde dude from Demon Slayer, the same guy who does English voice. His English voice is the same dude who does Jinwoo's voice in the English version. But Tato Ban, who does the Japanese voice in Solo Leveling. You know, like he has been putting his soul into it. When you got your headphones on watching it, and when he hit them. When he hit the way he hit, you be like, yeah, like
them high notes back in the day were like with Goku.
Yeah, right. and not even the high notes, but then when you hear that next change, it's gonna be like, he on demon time. Oh, it's about to go down. And so the next one we about to talk about right here, this thing right here. Shout outs to my cousin Grand Hustle, man. Shout outs to my cousin Grand Hustle who came across this the other day. The first episode of this thing dropped this past weekend. This series is on Adult Swim, and it is called Ninja Kamui.
Need a warm hug after this one.
Well, it's been 24 hours.
Need a warm hug after this one.
Seriously, right. This dude came back to life.
Maybe he's not even human anymore.
Can you remember who broke into your home and attacked your family?
They killed my family. Now I'm going to hunt down every last one of them and make them pay.
You plan on murdering them all?
I'm glad I didn't see this trailer because the trailer would have spoiled something major for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? See, and this is why I do not watch trailers. Y'all. I only watch trailers if I'm like really anxious on seeing some things. But this right here, the trailer is dope. But it will spoil the crap. It will spoil me.
I'm just gonna say, was no people harmed in the filming of this show is a lie. Like, if they told you nobody was harmed filming this, they lied.
Right. Because we're gonna tell you right here, yeah, this right here, first episode came out and it's sick with it.
It's for an original anime.
Right.
It's next level.
Director Sung Hoo Park comes a new original.
Oh yeah, Sung Hoo Park. He's the dude behind this, and I forgot what show he was on. Somebody mentioned it in the reaction that I had saw. I can't remember who who's part of some series, but I can't remember though. But yeah, see, I'm glad I didn't see none of that trailer because it will spoil the crap out of me. Because when you see the first episode, you know what I'm saying, you're still in guess mode. Like, it's some things that you are figuring out, but you know what I'm saying, but what happens in that show, it comes into fruition at the end of it, you know what I'm saying, to what is really going on. Let's see.
Major reveal too, but you know what though?
This is on Adult Swim. Chrissy, Ninja Kamui is on Adult Swim, and so the first episode came out this past weekend on the 10th, and new episodes will be coming every Saturday. I don't know how many episodes is in the season. I don't know.
100.
Yeah, right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because the way they get down with this, we definitely eating, you know what I'm saying, with the way they get down with it. So Ninja Kamui is definitely, you know what I'm saying, it's on par. It's on par.
It's all brand new, Miss Chrissy. So you probably haven't seen it. It's just like this is literally the first episode. Literally.
Like it literally just came out this past weekend. What's the day? Thursday, so it's not even a week old now. And so most definitely get on this, and you know what I'm saying, it's popping for sure. It's definitely on demon time. And I ain't gotta ask JohnnyQuestGaming, because when I told him, I was like, hey, Grand Hustle talking about this joint that just came out, you gotta check it out. And
it blew my mind. I was like, bruh, like the choreography is dope, but the one thing that I'm mad though, Nervius,
what's that?
Is remember how you was like you would have spoiled the reveal. I used the same camo tech in my issue of the Force, because Demon Girl, when she's in public, she uses a camo tech to make one side of her face look normal.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, dang, they already beat me to the punch. But it is what it is. I'm sure I'm not the only person, and ain't the only person that used camo tech. But
oh yeah, most definitely, Chris. And you gotta get on that solo leveling too. You gotta get on that solo leveling too. Both y'all, Episode 7 come out this Saturday, so hey, y'all got a couple of days to catch up to get to where it's at. You feel me?
Oh yeah, I binge it. I'll probably watch. I'm gonna finish watching all the episodes probably tomorrow. I meant to watch them today, but I had some stuff I had to attend to. But yeah, man. What else we got?
Let me know if you want to watch those episodes too. We at the hour mark, and so the last joint that we gonna talk about, which is also of course on the thumbnail, is the new Netflix show that is coming out very soon called House of Ninjas. And I saw the trailer for that the other day. Have you seen that trailer yet, Johnny?
Yeah, I saw it yesterday.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That joint right there is tough. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, they've been really coming in with the demon time this year with some great shows. You know, saying Asian themed shows. You know, such as The Brother Sun, which came out. The Brother Sun is amazing. You know what I'm saying? You saw The Brother Sun, didn't you?
A little bit. I ain't really watched all of it yet.
Okay,
because what's name came out, and I binge watched that. It came out, same time He-Man was out, so you know how that went.
Gotcha. Yeah, so The Brother Sun is amazing, y'all. Beef is amazing.
Beef is funny.
Yeah, Steven Yeun, like that joint is crazy. That joint is crazy. That's like I said, that reminds me of the shows that came out in the mid to late 2000s, like from Showtime, like United States of Terror and Weeds, those shows like that. That's what Beef give me the vibes of. Like, it will definitely fit into that like lineup, back in the day.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
if
crazy.
Two people didn't just need to go and rent a room was a show, that was definitely it. Like, y'all, they had some high pressure they need to get sorted out for real.
Like they need those pipes singing about. Like, yeah, like, so here we go, y'all.
As a matter of fact, House of Ninjas is out today. I've been informed by Grand Hustler. So if y'all looking for it, it's out now. Go check it out.
Wait, it's out now? It's out now?
Yep.
Wait, it came out today?
Yep.
Wait, it came out today?
Yeah, that's Hustler just told me.
Oh, well, yeah, I already know what I'm doing then later. Before I get into that, I gotta finish up my episodes later. For those that have been watching my channel, you know what I'm saying, we are running an episode of Goat1408 TV every day until the 21st. You know what I'm saying? Episode 201. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who is watching this on the playback. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who is in the building right now live with us. But yeah, as you can see, this is cold. Look at that mask. That mask is hard. That joint is hard. That joint is hard. Like, we're definitely getting some quality, y'all. For every bad movie or show that we get, we are getting like at least 2 or 3 good ones, and that's amazing.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, Netflix on fire right now, bro.
Right.
Netflix is on fire. But so before we go, Slim, I want to do something different.
What's that?
I want to give him a review, a Johnny Quest game review, because we ain't did games in a while. We ain't did games
we ain't did no games in a while. And you know what I'm saying? And as he's looking that up, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna get y'all a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of you know what I'm saying, just a little bit of the club life, y'all. Just a little bit of the club life.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. Johnny Quest Gaming
The
reviews.
Federation of Super
So, been playing
Keeping
a couple
managed
different games,
democracy
man.
safe with-
One, of course, is Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, where you're playing the Suicide Squad members, and you're going after a corrupted Justice League by Brainiac, which all in all is a pretty good game. Traversal is good. I give it probably about a 5.5 for overall gameplay. Storyline and just the character camaraderie and the actual voice acting, I give it probably about a 7.8, because they did use they used Tara Strong, not the original, but used Tara Strong, and they also used Kevin Conroy and Tim Daly for the characters. So I thought that was real dope. But the one that we have on the screen, man, is Helldivers. Helldivers is an amazing game right now. It's taken over. It's got over 1 million units sold in about 1 week, where it is a 4-player co-op game where you are taking over the avatar of a helldiver, which is a military soldier trained to pretty much be cannon fodder against alien races and robotic forces that threaten the super Earth and the nation of allied planets around it. You and your friends can jump into battle automatically from any lobby and basically just go in a death match against some of the most brutal aliens and robots that you've ever seen. But most importantly about it, man, this game is fun. It is meant for you to die over and over again. And it's one of those games where the whole time while you're playing it and your friends are killing you, the aliens are killing you, the robots are killing you, that you are having a laugh right, man. It is completely hilarious. It's inspired by such movies as Starship Troopers, along with right now the Terminator, as well as some elements from Star Wars. I mean, it's fun, man. Came out February 8th. As you can see, it's currently available on PlayStation 5 and PC. So go check that out, man. Johnny Quest Gaming gives that one a 10.10 on the Johnny Quest Gaming scale. So that's what I got for y'all tonight, man.
Hey, that part, Johnny Quest Gaming, you know what I'm saying? If you want to see, of course, him do more gaming reviews and unboxings as well, you know what I'm saying, and gameplay, you know what I'm saying? He got the channel. I mean, that's why he got the name Johnny Quest Gaming. He does game reviews, he does gameplay, he does toy reviews, and of course, he does art as well because he is an artist. He is the co-founder of UGI Studios, which, of course, we highlighted some of our characters a few episodes back on episode 17 of Nerd Strip Club. Jelly Bean Dream issue number 1 is out right now. My book that I wrote, and Johnny Quest Gaming did the amazing art on this joint right here. He is currently working on the Force issue number 2, getting the post-production ready for the Force issue 2, which is drawn by the amazing Jimmy King out of Nigeria. That is coming soon. The Force created by Johnny Quest Gaming, and issue 2 written by him as well. And also Savage Space Toast, which he created, wrote, and drew. You know what I'm saying? That is coming out soon. So y'all be on the lookout for that joint right there. You feel me? Hey, we in here. You want to get some more information about that, you know what I'm saying? You can always hit us up on our social medias, or of course check out episode 17 of the Nerd Strip Club, where we do a little deep dive on our characters from UGI Studios. You dig?
That's it, man. That's the nutshell, man. He said it so eloquently, man. That's exactly what we got on. We got some stuff going. And most importantly, on my show, there will be cookies and there will be aliens.
Yes.
More or less aliens, less than cookies, because
find aliens that may or may not probe you. So you got to be prepared for those type of things. So,
And before we go, son, don't you have a picture of one of those aliens with cookies somewhere?
Oh, I sure do. Hold on for a minute. Let me pull it up. Hey, and if y'all see real closely, you can see where the nipple is about